God, do you want to know how bad a day today's been? Let's see. I went to my clients this morning. There were some garbage truck guys out saying that they weren't going to pay for today. That they found out she's really sick anymore from what they did. And they were talking about all that dirty shit. And I found out that some guy had a gun outside and she didn't even care if they shot her. She don't even care if she lives or dies. None of this is funny. And he's like, I'm not paying for it today. They've been having other people pay for the people to harass me. Some idiot woman just walked by my house. Don't worry, I'll take care of everybody for helping out in this. They're paying people off. Yeah, they've paid a lot of people off. They caught them in the act paying people off March 13th at Altman Hospital. You'll give me how much for a settlement? You'll give me how much for a settlement? And they just kept paying people off. I got to get a hold of an attorney and stop waiting for the police to get back to me. Because it seems like the police don't want to do their jobs. The FBI said it is the police's job to arrest bad officers, bad judges, and bad attorneys. They had no right in my home. The Third and Fourth Amendment protects you from any surveillance in your home except for under murder investigations. It does. And they would have had to talk to me one time. They had no right in my home. The military can't even take over your home. They can't go into drug lords' homes. They can't go into your homes. You have a right to privacy. It's already kicked out. And with Dave dating Judge Pete's daughter, yeah, it's a conflict of interest. I need to get every attorney on board that I can to sue Portage County. Yeah. And with it being their police that rape me. Now, I have never hurt any of my children or my grandchildren. Melissa's kids were caught on a mean game of pretend Thanksgiving of 18 dating, and over 10 people know. And since they sold the login, everybody knows across the country that they made everything up. Yeah, that woman walking by saying, don't worry, I'll take care of everyone for helping out in this. I'll take care of them. Yeah, the bitch of, they did this for my daughter, her husband dates. He met her in Ravine when she was having a stomach spell. It was for my daughter. Oh, they did all this for. Yeah. Yeah. And it's for who's Karen's rich boyfriend, but the state of Ohio protects her. Michelle's mother, Memorial Day weekend 2019, food counter Walmart. They already found the tape of the idiot woman breaking it. Judge Pete's wife. They think they're funny. Framing the wife, they know that they put two clips together, put a porn March 2nd to the 3rd. You can hear it for the car tapes. Yeah. And then the guy at the task force knew it was them. They told Ed it was them at Oakland Apartments. The guy in the laundromat the other day knew it was them. And two guys went down and checked, and they found out that they knew it was them. I got more, and then the church people breaking in before drugging me and Dave, and witnesses out the ass of being drugged, photoshopped. I mean, my God, if you want a case handed to you platter, I just said, here's all the witnesses. Here's how you do it. This is all the people knowing what they did to me. And, at first I thought they were playing with me because it's illegal to surveillance somebody in their home. And they can't look, they can't listen. Like the officer Reinhardt in Louisville said, we can't look, we can't listen. It's illegal to. They had no right in your home. They didn't. It's illegal surveillance. And the law actually states they have to compensate me and they go to jail. That's the law. The law. See, it is a group of men doing as many crimes as they can to see if someone will actually stop them. And these idiot people have no common sense between their ears. That they'll do it to me, but they wouldn't do it to them. And there's probably where they brag if it was anybody else, they'd be in jail on crimes they didn't commit. And they almost got away with it till they started bragging. I bet there's people in jail in Portage County that didn't do anything wrong and they framed them. Exactly. Now, I have never talked to no officer, no agent, no Steve, no Eric, no Kurt, no Chris, no Mark. No man, no lady has ever accused me of wrongdoing or ever sat and talked to me as a human being. I had black and blue marks. They lied. They had sodium pentothal reports. If you Google false sodium pentothal, questioner gets one at once, right or wrong. You say yes to everything and lie out your ass. And it's lethal and it's outlawed. So is the chip. They use it in medical fields. If you Google paralyzed man plays brain computer with brain chip. Yeah. They paralyzed man uses video game with brain chip. It comes right up even with the one that runs a robot and talks into a cell phone. It's used in the medical field. Been used for years. It's an illegal strategy for the truth. It's wide open down here. Wide open. You can just drive by, have your Bluetooth on and no music, and I'll tell you what, my thoughts will echo from your car. Don't blame me, come down here. It's that bad. Yeah, they did it to do me. They're so glad they dehumanized me. You know, Georgina Vavuso, I think that was her last name, was Danny's counselor when he was younger. She said, you know, the men that hurt women like this, Karen, they're either gay and denying their lust for other men. They take it out on women. They're child molesters, and they take it out on women because they're weird, or they can't deny their lust, and they take it out on women. And I started laughing. She's like, Karen, it's not funny. They did study in jails on men and people that hurt women, and this is what they have wrong with them. So basically, today in the car, because I know my car's bugged, I was driving around. Help! I got homosexual child molesters coming at me. Help! I got homosexual child molesters following me around, harassing me. I did too. Some guy drove by and was laughing his head off. Laughing his head off. Now, there was a few people from my church, from Faith Family Church, that were helping out. There was a guy in Walmart 62 today. He was bald with a big, long black beard. And he was on the phones with someone. He answered the phone. He said that idiot actually played with her, that I'm not interested. He said if he's played with her before we did. FBI do not drug people, neither does the police. It's the undercover police working the courthouse, and they included some of Faith Family Church. He's right by the vegetables, bending over his cart. He's bald, he's white, big guy with the long black beard. Part of it. Oh, I remember him. A guy looked really close to him at Barry Cheese with another guy from my church. I was praying humbly in my car, asking God for guidance. And I went to get on my car and they screamed, "What a loon praying in your car." I was closing my eyes and bowing my head quietly, but the wind is up. They have corrupted so many people. My pastor ever finds out they helped, he'll get them. He don't put up with shit like that. And I'll tell you what, the ushers know who the rapist is. And he's an undercover police from the courthouse. And I told you, I emailed the courthouse. And I told them I knew it was them doing it to me. And it was for Judge Pete's daughter. And where the evidence was in the Portage County Sheriff's, you know what they did? They had a guy out there with a gun that couldn't shoot me. And some guy's out there, shoot her! You got paid to shoot her, shoot her. He said, I know she didn't do anything wrong. I can't. Shoot her! He had his gun already out. They already cocked it. It was sitting down between his knees. He couldn't do it. Yeah, this is how not funny this is. You know, it's something at Barry Cheese. Some of the Jewish religion showed up and said, we're going to help work security after what the apostolics did to her. We want to teach her that not all religions are bad. You know what they're playing? They're playing Satan. They're playing Satan. There was a sixth service from Keith killing Jezebel. It takes the priest to kill Jezebel, to push her to her spiritual death and that she dies. Get rid of your wife, get rid of your children. God will give you new. It was so sick, he had to erase part of it. They're playing Satan. You know, where God died on the cross for all mankind and to save all mankind from their sins. Gave the ultimate cost. And what did the devil do? He mocked him until he took his last dying breath as he died for the sins of the world. And these men, and Jezebel was a crazy witch. When the priest actually killed the real Jezebel, she was a crazy witch. Adultery was her least of that woman's worries. She worshipped the male god. They took brand new babies alive and threw them screaming into a fire and burned them to death. She was killing the priest to Jehovah God. They were so scared of her. They came up with an idea. Have the guys drive into town. The priest will push her out the window and when she goes to look, and we'll run over a bunch of times, she'll be dead. They didn't have guns. It was Stone Age. Give them a break. They were so scared of her, they ran her over till there was only like a hand and a skull. They were that scared of her. Okay, because she was burning brand new babies alive. That's Jezebel from the Bible. Okay? But Keith's service was just redoing families and pushing people to spiritual deaths so that it cost them their soul and to kill people. He's sick, and it takes a priest to kill Jezebel because they have no heart and feeling. It was so sick, he had erased part of that tape. And it was a year before this started. Nobody should play Satan. These people are too stupid, too idiotic, not enough brain cell in their head. They roofied Karen and told Karen to say something stupid. There's 20, 30 witnesses of knowing that Dave did it and the church people, and she don't even know what's on those tapes. And that they did it with amnesia drugs. I had bruises up and down my arms. I had all my legs. I thought it was from moving wood. Here they were drugging me and abusing me before I called the FBI. And after I called the FBI, they were playing FBI, breaking in, stabbing me with needles in my sleep, and then lying to people in Walmart and other places. They had sodium pentothal reports. They don't use it. False confession, sodium pentothal. Questioner gets what it wants, right or wrong. You falsely confess down the board. It's lethal. It's outlawed in the spy flick movie stuff. They don't drug people because of the fifth. They don't surveillance people in their home unaware, except for murder investigations, and you would have to talk to the person of interest. Some guy even admitted he asked Dave if he knew about these people threatening me in Walmart. Yeah, it's not funny. Hear them drive by? They think they're fucking funny. They don't have enough air between their heads to hold up their ears. I'm surprised they can even get out of bed. They're so stupid around here. I'll tell you what, I was in the laundromat. Some idiot woman had her child make fun of me for being raped. And the lady said, cut it out. I don't want your kids doing that again. Well, they raped her. She said, no, those kids made all that up. She said they raped her because she tried to get someone help. She said, that's sick. And she said, yeah, and they even chipped her. None of this is funny. She said, that's gross. She said, I know it's gross what they've done to her. And these people want money out of it? They want to thank people for helping out in it? Are they nuts? I hope the FBI actually gets off its ass, comes down here and wrests us all fucking down. Are you just going to let them sit back, rape, torture, put people on the internet? How many people are you going to let them kill? Because the police don't care enough to do their job. And they just have to pick up a phone and they'll come down and arrest them. You're just going to let them kill people, frame them? They even have witnesses out that they did the photo op of the toxic water. You can't even look at it because it's illegal surveillance. Yeah. And you know what? Where we're going to put two clips together and put her in a porn. We're going to put her in a porn. And that's where just adjust yourself. You didn't expose yourself. You're good. To you're weird with yourself. They put a shower scene in it. And there's over 10 witnesses of knowing they did that. And me being dragged in front of before. And you know what? And then a Dr. Neurochipped beat Ray Porter. They put all this on the internet and they sold a real case. And people fucking help out. They think it's fucking funny killing people around here. Help.